Yeah, today we will discuss about Angular interpolation and two-way data binding. So this is how we assign value and get the data and modify the data by using this interpolation and two-way data binding. So here, before going to the interpolation and two-way data binding, I will discuss few basic data types present in JavaScript and TypeScript. These are the basic types. If you are familiar with C Sharp or Java or with the JavaScript, anything, you might have aware of this one. This one is first one is Boolean, and the second one is number and the string. String generally uh, it takes string value like our name or any paragraph's name like that it can handle, and the number is generally for the whole numbers and floating point values also. Mm, it can handle, and boolean it handles only, can take only true and or false. That means whether it is true or false, that's it. So this is for boolean numbers, and number is for holding the numbers, and the string is for holding the string values. So like this, these are the examples. See, we have, this is the name of the number variable. It can handle value 10. So now the decimal value, its value is 10. In the same way, first name, it is a string type and the value is Kunal. See here, for the string we have to put it in quotations, but for the decimals and for the number and for the boolean we don't need like that, we can write directly, but for string we have to put it in double quotes. In the same way, boolean, it as I said, it can handle true or false. So now we have added true to isPrimaryAccount variable. So like this we assign values in JavaScript or in TypeScript the same. So now I will add these things in our application, and we will start how to assign values and how to display those values in our browser, in our HTML page, and in finally in a browser. So I'll start with this one. Uh, Before that, 1 minute, I'll go with interpolation also. So interpolation is one-way data binding in Angular. Uh, how we can do is, that means uh, in the component file, suppose we assign a value like this in the component file, like string means here like this. So that value should be displayed in the HTML. So for that, to display the value, that means we are sending value from the component to the HTML. This is a single way. uh, Single way we do by interpolation. How we do is like this: we put the uh, name of the variable in the double braces, in flower brackets, double flower brackets we put it. So this value, whatever the so whatever the name we put here, its value will be displayed if we put it in the bracket, in this flower brackets. What it does is it converts that string, it converts, and result will be shown as a string, this one. So this is called interpolation. So interpolation we do it here like this. See, in HTML we write like this, sorry, in component we write like this, and we get those values in the HTML. So we will start first with interpolation. So now we'll go with the Visual Studio Code. So I'm going to the component which is created. So component.ts file, in this I'm adding in the class itself. We can add our own variables like this. See, suppose here if it is text string, text here it is string, and if you want to display this text value, that is hello, in our HTML, so for that you have to go to our HTML, component HTML. See here in this we can write get that value by adding this. And what is the variable name? This is text, so add that in the HTML file, text, that's it. So now save it. Here also save it and run it. npm start. So in the last class, we faced one problem while creating the Angular component. That is due to this. Here we have to select in the command prompt. It was selected as PowerShell. That's why we got error, but it should be command prompt. Yeah. Now it is running in the localhost 4200. So let us open it. 4200. See, you can see that value, text value, hello, in the whatever we write in a HTML, you can see that one. So that is how it is working. So see here, text value. So the text, what is the value of the text? Here it is hello. So hello is printed by using this. This is called one-way binding. We call it interpolation here in Angular. That means we are sending data from component to HTML. That is only one way. Whatever the data present in that text will be sent to here in the HTML. How we get that value? By using this flower brackets. We have to put that variable in this double flower brackets. Then this text, then this one will display that value of the text. What is the value of the text? It is hello. So hello will be displayed if we write like this, that variable in the flower brackets. So that is what here it is displayed. Hello is displayed. So this is called interpolation. That means only one-way data binding. Now we will start two-way data binding. Two-way data binding is nothing but we can assign the value and we can fetch that modified value also. That means to it can get the modified value of the in the back to the component also. How we do this two-way data binding is through ng model. Ng model, we earlier we did interpolation with double flower brackets. Now we do two-way data binding in this square and round brackets. You can call it banana box syntax. So here we can set the value from component to HTML and HTML to component. Both ways we can do it. So what we have to do in the component file, just give it normal way. Just assign, if it is a string, assign a value to it, string to the string variable, and we get that value using this is ng model and the variable. So we get that value. In the same way, we can display that value. This is interpolation as discussed. So, so now we will show it in the practically by using this in our application. So I'm going there. So now I'm adding one text box, HTML. So, sorry, input type text. That means it is text box. And what do we need to write here? We have ng model. So ng model we have to give. So copy. So we are pasting this. Instead of username, I'm directly using the existing variable. So Control C, Control V, and closing. I'm closing that. This is nothing but an HTML text box. I'm just so here we have one interpolation, and now we have added two-way data binding by using ng model. So the same value we are displaying, assigning that value to the text box. And if user modifies the text box value, that can be captured. That also can be captured by using this ng model. That is, it is working as a two-way data binding. I will show it. So it is running. Mhm. Mhm. We'll add one more thing for now. What's wrong with this? Event is not assigned to type string. Template or component, create component. Yeah, one more thing we have to write it. Here we have got one issue, that is ng model is not present. So if we can search it in Google also, I think we have to import something. I forgot to tell you that one. So, so it's better. Yeah, this is what we have in the app module. First, we have to import this one, copy it, and in app module, added this one, forms module. Yeah, forms module, and also one more thing is pending, that is import it in forms module. So import this forms module. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, now it is. Yeah, to use this ng module, we have to import this forms module in app module.ts file and also declare that in import section also. So do this one, don't forget, otherwise you will get an error. Yes, which I have got. Okay, now we will move to our HTML page. Yeah, like this we have added in the TS file. You see, in the TS file we have given username with value Bill Gates, and I'm displaying that one, and I want to show this in value also. So how can I do? See here, I'm showing the same value. Okay, and now if I go to localhost, see, now we are in this text box. In this text box we are displaying that variable value Bill Gates. Suppose if I modify this value with Ramesh, see the value is also set back. So like this we can set value and we can get that value also, whatever we have modified. So back to the TS file, we can get that modified value whenever we are submitting a form or something. Then we can get that value also by using this ng model. Earlier, by using interpolation, we can only set a value. See, here we can set a value, but we cannot modify. But here we can set a value and we can get that value also. That means modified value also we can get it like this. See, whenever I update the value of the text box, this value is also updated. So that is because of this ng model. So here ng model will get value and set value of the username variable. That value we have checked through this interpolation. So interpolation is only for single way, and we do it by double braces, flower brackets, and ng model is for two-way data binding. That is, we do like this. Don't forget to add forms module in app module.ts, otherwise it will show error. Yeah, that's it from this session. Thank you.